Good morning. So I am going to make some flying geese using my XL Stripology ruler for trimming, but also I have my wing clipper tool. So I know this is a quilt in the day, somewhat of a method. I don't know actually whose method it is because I watched the Stripology G-Easy Way method. I've watched a wing clipper method, which are two different methods, and then the Eleanor Burns method. And I'm kind of, I don't know how to put it. This is the Leanna method, okay? This is the Pastry Queen's method because I've taken a bunch of the different methods, put it all together and made it my own that I think of. Maybe there was someone out there that has done it. So I guess I shouldn't claim that it's my own way. I'm just saying this is what works for me. So I have my two different size squares. You can find these measurements on how to make flying geese on, I use the Fat Quarter Shop website. They have like a cheat sheet of how to make flying geese. I think there's 4 or 5 different ways. I think this is the Eleanor Burns way where you use the 2 squares. So I have 2 squares here. I guess I should show you. I have 2 squares. I take the bigger square, I fold it, then I come to my iron and I iron it. So here we go. Here's the top that I made with y'all. And I'm going to come here and I'm going to iron. Then I came over and did another. Trying to get this all in. It's cold this morning. It's 23 degrees. It is really cold out there. And iron. Let me take this away, put it back onto my cart. Open this up. And now you see I have 4 lines. I'm going to take my other square, this one here, and I am going to, let's see, I'm going to do it this way so you can see better. Let's see, sorry. Not the shaky. Okay, so here are the lines. You see the lines? I'm going to come in here and take my square and find where the 2 points meet that line. So right here, right here. Then your square should fall into place perfectly. Take 2 pins. I come in and pin on each side. Now everybody does this differently. Some people cut it down the center where those marks are. I take my sandpaper board. I put this ruler on where those creases are. And I mark. Now, what I'm going to do is take this right now. On the line, I am going to sew a scant 1/4 inch. My machine is set at a scant 1/4 inch. And I stop. I lift up my needle, lift up the back, pull a little. Again, this is my way of doing things. I release the foot. Now I take my cutting mat. I put it on the cutting mat. I take my ruler and my rotary and I cut in the center. 2 pieces. I pull out my pins. I come over. Here we go. Pull off my mat that I just made. I think I'm going to have to make a smaller version, which is fine because I have lots of this peel and stick iron. I guess for the company's Bonash. All right. I'll go ahead. Iron that. I have these two squares now. I'm going to flip them opposite. I'm going to line them up. I know. See how I've lined them up here? I know that these two pieces here do not match. I know that. So I'm going to come in. Oops. I'm going to take my two pins again. This time I want the line to go this way. So I'm going to put my pins in on either corner. Take my sandpaper board. My ruler. I am going to come in and mark it. I use a pencil. You can use whatever marking tool you want. I pull that off. I come to the sewing machine. I set it down. And I proceed again going 1/4 of an inch on either side. Once I've done that, I come in with my cutting mat again. I grab my ruler. I take my rotary cutter. I cut down. I've got two pieces again. I pull out my pins. And this is what I have. This odd shaped thing. Wow. I've actually ironed these already. Oops, sorry. I ironed these already. So this is what I'm working with. We're going to come over here. There is the stash, fat quarter stash quilt that's ready to be long-armed. And this is the UFO that I put together yesterday. Again, it was a laundry basket mystery spring quilt. All right, I'm going to put you down here. I'm going to figure out how to do this so that you could see. Here we go. There's the Stripology rule. So, we're going to take this square and we're going to take the rotary cutter, which I left on the other side. And we are going to, this is the part that we need right here. That's the geese. So I'm going to take this ruler, and there's markings. We're going to line it up to, I think I'm going to have to buy the mini one because this big one is great for cutting strips, but it's a little much for, you know, trimming up geese because it's so big. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to cut where the marks are. And that one is 1/4 of an inch. All right. Then I lift this up and go to the next geese. Line it up with the white dotted lines. And you are going to cut, again, 1/4 inch away. It all depends on what size geese you're making. That's why I haven't given you the sizes, because everyone's going to have a different size. I just happen to be making some 2.5 by 4.5. All right, so we have now these two weird looking, right, flying geese pieces. So we're going to turn this around, come back over here, Now that, because I am doing 4.5, I find the block. Oops, there you go. I am so sorry. I have to get a better tripod. I just bought this one too. All right, so I come in here where it has the, again, the dotted lines that will, I line up with the half triangle right there, the triangles. All right, then I come in and I trim, and this is what you get. A perfect 2.5 by 4.5 inch geese. Now, if you don't have one of those, because I just bought that, I just learned that method. We'll take this other one and put it over here. I have a wing clipper. So here's that. Here's my wing clipper ruler. Again, this is my flying geese. I'm going to come here just as if I was doing the wing clipper method, but using this method. I go where the 2.5 and the 4.5. So I come in here and I see this little top here. Let me see if I can get it closer. There it goes. See the 2.5? It's over here tipped. Actually, let me see, move you here. Okay, not 2.5, right here. There it is. I'm going to show you right here. It's over here, 2.5. The tip is there. This is my side. This is 4.5, and this is 2.5. You see that there's still right here some trimming room. All right. Let's see, maybe over here. All right, so I'm going to come in here, fix that up. I come across first, trim the side. There we go. Now I lift this up, turn my flying geese. I bring it all the way to the 4.5. I come in, and these lines here should be right in your geese. The 4.5 should be here. And then I'm going to trim. So let me show you closer. See, that goes in there. So I'm going to trim the top and the corner. I don't have a quilt in a day geese trimmer. I guess that would be the next thing for me to buy, but I already have enough gadgets that I can work with. And look, we have another perfect geese. So whatever you decide to use, whether it is this wing clipper or this giant Stripology ruler, you know, you can do it. I hope this inspires someone to make flying geese. I will be making lots of flying geese because I will be making Mended Star quilt. This is what the quilt will look like using the new Laundry Basket Quilts Rainbow Scraps. I had met Miss Sitar at the International Quilt Festival. I will be using a rainbow assortment of her fabrics. She had given me this blue cocoa, I think it's called, mix of fabrics, so I'll be using those. But I also, you know, I have to throw in something special. Yes, chickens. You see it, chickens. Chickens is going in this laundry basket quilt that I am making called Mended Stars. I hope everyone has a fantastic day. Love yourself. Remember, it's so nice to pass it forward. And if you like my videos, like and subscribe. I hope everyone has a fantastic day. Take care. Enjoy your life to the fullest. Bye.